Ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Happy Hour podcast. Of course, I'm Ray. Matt's here this week, of course, and Socrates, of course, the man, and the man that met the legend, one of the ugliest men we've ever seen in our life. That's why he's not on camera.
Yeah, we don't like
since his standoff, Socrates hasn't been here in a couple of weeks because he had that face-to-face with Al Snow. And after he went face-to-face with Al Snow, Socrates is now a huge star because he scared Al Snow so bad that Al Snow acknowledged Socrates and gave him heat. And Eric Woodworth may be joining us a little bit later, but let's get to our featured guest, the lovely Mileena Kane. How are you doing? Of course, you're coming to us live on Facebook. How's everything going for you?
Good, great. Amazing.
And it was funny. We were actually just kind of joking around. We're guessing her favorite color is pink because there's a lot of pink
obviously
in the background of, and you do a lot of cam stuff. So
yeah.
How pretty
so
much pretty much Erica said
you're on the other side of the camera.
Yeah, you're like the queen of camming. Like you're always camming. Like how many hours a day do you spend on a webcam?
Yeah, they call me the queen of cam soda because I've been the queen of cam soda for almost 3 years. It's only one site. Yeah. I'm not a badass on all the sites yet. But I like to work like 12 hours. I've been lazy and only been working like 6 hours lately. But my favorite is to work like 12 hours.
And Cam Soda, I know Cam Soda very well, but it's very weird, the name, like Cam Soda. Like I always want to sit there and just, it's like, okay, so you're pretty much you're drinking in the content. That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
And now you do a lot of cam. You do a lot of cam shows. What are some of the creepiest things you've had someone say to you or ask you to do on a cam?
Creepy, like the only thing I ever find is creepy is like incest. Like when people are like, be my sister, I'm like, oh my god, I hope to god you really don't have a sister, because like I pray for her. Like you're weird as fuck. I don't really that's the only thing I can really remember that's creepy, because I'm like kind of very bitchy. So like they don't say a lot of things to me. A lot of people would be like, I've been in your room for months and I finally am saying hi because I've been so scared. So I remember like creepy that much, but I like the weirdest shit I've like volunteered to do is like eat dirt off my feet. And like I was confident too. I was like, I can do that. Like that's easy. And then after I did it, I was like, I'll never again, never ever again. It was like the worst thing I've ever done. It's like burned into my memory. And then I thought, I'll buy dirt from like Home Depot. So it's not dirt from my backyard. Even worse, it had like the white little beads in it for like fertilizing, It was horrid. That was like 2 years ago, but it's like burned into my memory for life.
You should get like cocoa or something like that. Like something
I know. I wasn't
that
smart
looks like dirt. Yeah,
I know.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I come from the wrestling world, so a lot of things are gimmicked. So it's like the kind of thing that you shoot something. But
I thought it wasn't going to be bad. Like, I just thought, like, it's not going to be bad. A little dirt.
We've all eaten dirt as children. It's like I don't remember eating dirt as a child, but how bad could it possibly be?
It's fucking bad. It's bad.
If cows can do it.
Yeah, and what
the cow can do it.
Like, so I would imagine you're on cam a lot, so you don't really get a lot of time to sleep. Do you? Like, do you get a lot of sleep?
No, I'm like the queen of not sleeping. Like everyone's like, when do you sleep? I'm like, never. Why would I sleep?
Now, let me ask, when you sleep, what sound? Everybody knows on the phones they have all the sounds. What sound can wake you up? Because I know with me,
I'm at the point where I have to use a trucker alarm.
Yeah. Mine is kind of like,
it wakes me up and gives me a heart attack. It's like on this green device. And like, I don't even really know how to turn it off. And it sounds like worse than a fire alarm. And I just start clicking all the buttons to turn it off. And it's the only thing that'll wake me up. Yeah, mine is, you ever hear like the nuclear meltdown alarm? That's what mine is. And that's the only thing that can wake me up. When I was in high school, I slept down my next to my neighbor's house burning to the ground. I slept through it. My dad was like, oh, the neighbor's house burned down. I was like, I don't know.
And is everybody okay?
I had kind of a terrifying experience because me and my wife started walking in the morning. I go into the park, walking a few miles a day, and we got up at 4:45. We go to the park, pitch black dark, and there's somewhat of a homeless community in that park. So I'm sitting there, and the one guy, a few months ago, he fell down at the park. I helped him up. I probably could have shoved dog shit up my nose, and it probably would have smelled better than what he did. But I helped him up. So, helped him up, and I'm walking around. I'm like, so if anybody tries to attack us, this dude's got my back. Like he looks like the guy from Home Alone, the old guy that lived next door from Home Alone, and he has a walker. So he's probably not going to do much. But I'm sitting there and I forgot that my alarm is naturally set for 6 a.m. So it's approaching 6 a.m. and we're walking through this quiet park. And I think about it. I'm like, oh man, this nuclear sound's gonna fucking go off, and all these homeless people are just gonna pop up like fucking zombie. Yeah, they're just gonna sit up like a fucking vampire, and the next thing you know, you have all these.
Why did you choose to walk through that part though? I don't get it.
Yeah, and it's like, it's pitch black dark. You don't see anything. All you hear is us walking and just darkness. There's no lights at all.
Like a little tussle of the freaking dirt.
Like, oh God, what was that? What is this? And I told my wife, I was like, what we should do is we should stop at 7.
I was just gonna say the same thing. It's like the white stereotypical people in a scary movie. I was literally gonna say that.
And I mean that's.
And then you just hear fucking chainsaw start up, and you're like, holy shit!
Well, I told my wife, I was like, we should stop and get a dozen donuts and walk around with them. Then that way, if the homeless people start coming at us, we can just start frisbeeing the donuts and they'll just rush after the donuts and we have enough time to flee. Granted, the police station is like right there in the front. So if anything ever happens, the police station is there. But yeah, dude, I was like, could you imagine being homeless and my phone goes off and it's that really loud, like nuclear meltdown type sound, like meh, meh, meh. Like they probably fucking shit themselves.
They probably wouldn't wake up. They're probably on crack or something.
Yeah,
they probably wouldn't wake up.
They've already shit themselves.
When you shot up 3 balloons of heroin, it takes more than a nuclear bomb to wake you up. Ask me how I know.
And
we're not going to.
And of course, now one thing that did you were the hottest cam girl of 2021 from Best Cam Girl Awards. How do you get entered into the Best Cam Girl Awards?
Shit, I didn't even know. Thanks for letting me know.
That's what Erica sent us. So,
Erica knows everything. Erica knows everything. I don't even know. I don't know how you win that. I guess a lot of people voted for me.
Did you win it or were you just nominated?
I believe, yeah, it says that she was.
I've been nominated for quite a few. I didn't ever know about winning it.
For favorite girl, Pornhub for favorite cam performer, best butt.
Yeah, that's not me.
Awards. Oh,
best
you know what?
butt.
That's it. We want to ask you about the twerking stuff. What's like we
yeah, I'm interested in this because I don't know the verbiage, but it said e-twerk. What is it? E-twerk?
Yeah, e-twerker. It's something I made up for myself like years ago. Like every cam girl's like, I'm like your e-girlfriend. I'm like, no, fuck, I'm not. But I twerk nonstop. Like that's my internet twerker. Like I'm not like an in-person twerker. I'm an internet twerker. You know.
Well, it's funny.
Wait.
We didn't know what E meant. And Socrates is like, it means internet, you morons.
First, you don't know what wonton soup is.
Hey, look, we're not going to get into the wonton soup thing, all right? We're not going to go there.
All right, but no, I realize this has something to do with the internet because emails and shit.
Yeah.
So I was thinking e-twerk. Maybe if it's like an email that you sent, somebody and you're just shaking your ass. I think it'd be really cool. Like,
what they should do is for the award shows, what they should do is they should gather up the creepiest people in the world. And they're like, whoever wins the award is pretty much, you get like incest guy together. You get like, dirt foot liquor guy, together. It likes that kind of stuff. And it's like, it's basically like a battle to the death of, whoever's willing to do these weird things on the cam, and that's who wins the award. He's like, I'll watch that.
Would you really want that award though? Like,
no, I would not participate.
As Jim Cornette would say, it's like being the nicest guy in prison.
Yeah. Now, when all the twerking, do you get does your ass hurt after a while from doing that? Because I can imagine, like, as much.
No, my ass doesn't hurt, but like, I can tell like if I need to stretch or not. Like I'll get online and I'll get into I'll start twerking and I'm like, damn, like my thighs are tight. But then after 5 minutes of twerking, they'll loosen up. But in my head I'll be like, damn, I must have been twerking a lot yesterday because my thighs are tight.
That's the last thing.
But that's it. Like my ass will really get sore.
Yeah.
Now with that, what's the worst injury you've had doing your cam stuff or any of the stuff you do on cam?
one year a holiday. I think it's actually Labor Day, like 2 years ago. I had a deck built at my house and didn't put the railing yet up yet, and I had been doing like Jello shots online, and technically I didn't do it on cam. I went to let my dogs out and I fell off the deck.
Oh,
and I broke my nails. So like I count that as like my worst injury from cam, but like on cam, I think I've always like I have like bruised my ass pretty bad from Spanx. So that's like kind of like the only injury.
Okay. It's funny because you say your railing falls. So just imagine like, you're recording, you go out to let your dogs out, and then like weird incest guy is just there and he's like, damn it, where did she go? And he's just hitting his keyboard as hard as he can. He's like, God damn it, she looks just like my sister. She needs to come back here right now. And he rips his laptop.
They literally write shit in our room though. I'm like, BRB, like getting cereal, because I love to eat cereal. And they're like, where did she go? Is she coming back? I'm like, I literally just fucking wrote BRB. I'm grabbing cereal. I have gotten like a really bad foot cramp before on cam, and I was like trying not to scream, and I just like log off. And I write like foot cramp, and then I come back. But I've had that happen before. I literally just scream and like wait for it to go away. Like I don't really know how to make one go away, but my toes will be like all like retarded, and it's from just like not drinking enough water, I think.
And of course, Eric Woodworth is going to be joining us in 1 second. He's a local comedian. He's going to be helping us out tonight as well. And right now, I meant to tell Matt this. I'm actually in a state of mourning because one of our weekly shot glasses that we use.
What?
Yes, and one of our weekly shot glasses
died.
It pretty much what happened is it fell into the sink, and I did not realize it was there. And I turned on the garbage disposal, and you're talking about the loudest sound I've ever heard in my life.
That'll wake you up in the morning.
And
that's my alarm. That's gonna be my alarm.
Just imagine that. Like, my wife's like, "What the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck?" Yeah, that's definitely an alarm. There is shot glass in the garbage disposal, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, "Well, now how the fuck am I supposed to get this out of here?" Like I'm sitting there reaching my hand down, and it's like you're dealing with the blades from the garbage disposal and now glass. Yeah. So I get out the big pieces and.
And then that bum just shows up and sits in the switch and fucking you thought I was your friend.
It's a real Final Destination type moment. I don't think you want to fuck around with that.
And the whole thing is that the garbage disposal starts buzzing, so it fucking like just locks up. I'm like, I need to get this unjammed. So I went downstairs and I did the most redneck thing I could think of. I grabbed the shop vac and I shoved the shop vac hose into the sink, and I'm shop backing the glass out of there, and I'm hitting the reset. And I'm like, I just fucking replaced this 2 months ago. This better not be fucking broken. Wow. And I blame it honestly on the Polo Gin, because the last thing that was drank out of that shot glass was the Polo Gin. But yeah, I don't know if you've ever heard a shot glass get grounded up in a fucking goddamn garbage disposal, but it's fucking horrifying.
Well, it was just turned into sand.
That's actually, I have heard it, and that sound stays on while we fuck at my house. So it's a weird thing that I'm into. I can only listen to the sound of chopping glass while it happens.
I'm thinking of fucking superplex into a giant carton of light tube.
Tell Psycho Tease to relax, okay? He's off camera. Nobody knows what we're talking about. He's out here making noises off camera. Just playing. I love you, Psycho Tease. Oh, hi, Mileena. I'm Eric. Nice to meet you. I know it's weird that the show already started and I just like popped up and now I'm making fucking shot glass references and shit. So.
He just does that. It's kind of like surprise sex, but instead it's surprise Eric. He just pops up like, hey, and I mean this week though he's not in his bathroom. So Eric.
That is true. I've stepped my game up. I'm in part of my basement that's actually finished. It's been the labor of my life. I want to put a bullet in my brain every 10 minutes. It's fun. I'm having a great time. But at least I'm not recording from my shitter. So it's a big upgrade. And I don't have glass in my garbage disposal. So there's some good things about it, you know?
It's better to have glass in your garbage disposal than to have a piece still stuck in your ass like one.
I hate when that happens.
Tell us about your F-350. I saw that, and that's a badass fucking vehicle.
Is it your truck?
My God. So weird. Yeah, it is my truck. I found out today I went and bought a new truck today. And on my Snapchat highlights, I bought that same truck 2 years ago on today's date. I was like, really? It's a tradition now. I was like, I have to buy a new truck every September 10th. I have to. Like, it's a tradition. It's an excuse now.
It says that it was featured for SEMA in Las Vegas as well.
Yeah. SEMA's like the biggest auto show of the year in Vegas.
Okay.
It's like the baddest, biggest trucks go. And yeah, it was in Forgiato's booth. It was our featured vehicle.
Nice.
That's fun because at my house we have a car holiday. We celebrate Toyotathon every year. It's weird. It's a really big holiday at my house.
Do you have any like really cool souped up features that you got in that car? Like put it this way, can you drive and cam? Do you have it set up? Like you said that you cam all the time. Like
I've actually cammed, like I haven't cammed in my truck before, but I have cammed in a moving RV. I've cammed in a car before, but not in my truck. But I've cammed in an SUV. So like the back seats were down. I was like chilling in the back. The RV has definitely been like the coolest because there is a bed. And it's hilarious, like going over bumps and stuff. But I've never cammed in my truck. No, I've actually only driven it like 3 times because it's so big.
Yeah.
I live in the country and I can't fit on the roads. Like I have to do like one whole wheel or tire wheel, whatever you call it, will be like outside of the road. So like, the roads are so narrow. They're not like normal standard Florida roads. You know, Florida has like the nicest roads ever and they're like huge and wide. These are like old school country roads and like they have like potholes and shit. And like when I turn, I literally have to go off the road. So like I've driven it like 3 times and I was like, it's too much.
It's funny. Like I used to, my parents used to own an RV for a long time. We used to travel across country when I was a child. I hated it. I realized it was really a good thing that happened when I became old.
RV living down by the river. That's my question.
Well, it poses a question though, because like if you have an RV, how long does it have to be like not moving before you're considered white trash? Like for me, it's a serious question. It's a serious question because like if you're rich if you travel around in an RV, but if it's immobile, what is the timeline where it's like it hasn't moved for 9 months?
I think it also depends on the RV because like some RVs are expensive. They're like 600,000.
Right.
No, I get that, but there's a clear cutoff.
Are you still white trash if you live in a $600,000 RV? I don't know.
I don't know. It depends. Can it move if you wanted to? Right? Like that's another question.
Well, hopefully
right?
with $600,000.
So Jeffrey Bezos buys a $600,000 RV, which is like $6,000 to him, and then he just leaves it outside his place.
Like
he leaves it outside his place for like 4 years and doesn't use it. At that point.
Yeah, he's basically he's a NASCAR fan at that point, right?
Well, what's his face? What's his face? I'm blanking. The other guy that does spaceships.
Oh, the Virgin Mobile guy. What the fuck is his name? Yeah.
No, not Virgin Mobile.
Oh,
the guy that's
Elon.
Elon Musk also did the same thing. He downsized and he's living in a trailer at whatever spaceship thing he owns.
Really? What?
I don't like that rich people are trying to gentrify the trailer parks. You understand?
He
they already
literally
did this to the
downsized and lives in an RV in the parking lot of that place. So I read it like 2 months ago.
Own an island? I could have sworn he owned like some sort of island. So
he said that they're trying to not to be materialistic, but I'm like, you just had a baby. Like, no way you and your wife and the baby are living in an RV.
You got a $600,000 RV and you're still cooking meth in it. Are you white trash then?
No, I go. That's a solid trash move. I just can poor people have one thing that rich people don't ruin? Like we had trailers, we had the inner cities, and now that like what's next? Are they going to fucking steal doing methamphetamine to the wee hours of the night at a biker bar? I mean, that's our last fucking hope, fellas.
I am pretty sure they do actually do.
Yeah. Look,
I actually saw like a terrible video on Facebook of a guy on like one of those things that kids ride. You know, you stand on it, like moves, like hoverboard, in a diaper, smoking meth. And in the comments, people were literally writing like,
it was Socrates. Yeah. That's who it was.
Literally, people in the comments were writing like, really nice house for a crackhead. Because like the house was like clean and nice in the background. So like people caught on to that. So I think rich people stole meth too already.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. He was probably from Maryland because drugs are a huge problem in Maryland.
I think they're a big problem everywhere. But what is it? Harford County?
Harford County, like Bel Air High School is considered heroin high because a lot of my wife, her cousins, they know a bunch of people who have died from doing heroin at that school because the drug dealers in the city are like, oh, all these people out here have money. Yeah. Let's go out there and just sell them all of our stuff.
To give them all these drugs.
What's the worst that can happen?
Fentanyl never hurt anybody.
It's a good business plan. Go to where people have money to buy stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Who would ever thought?
Who would have thought, right?
And Mileena, have you, and please tell me that you've done a Mortal Kombat Mileena themed photo shoot or cam shoot. No,
we're going there
I saw
again.
the name Mileena, and I
I
was
don't do cosplay. I know people are like, "Hey, you play Mortal Kombat?" I'm like, "Nah." Like, I'm like, "Nah."
It's like playing Mortal Kombat. Mileena's like, such and such is now out of the room. Goodbye. Incest guy. Goodbye. Cosplay.
My brain doesn't know what they're talking about. When it comes to games, like the only game I ever played is like Spyro and Fortnite. Those are the only ones I know how to play.
Spyro's the shit.
Spyro's like number one.
Yeah.
Spyro is the
my
shit.
wife loved Spyro. She got that. They just made the remastered version that came out. And
Yeah, it comes like all three of them on there in one disc or something.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can download on computer now too.
Oh Jesus!
I gotta be honest with you. There's some things you shouldn't sexy cosplay, and I'm gonna draw the line at Spyro the Dragon because anytime I fire up that, anytime I fire up the old Sega Dreamcast, I don't want to have this weird boner. You know what I mean? With my childhood nostalgia.
The greatest quotes ever said about anybody. I was reading a review of the Megadeth album Euthanasia, and the song Family Tree said, Dave Mustaine is the only person who could make a song about incest and make it metal.
That is true. That is true.
Meanwhile, we're talking about Spyro and Socrates. Is still all the way over in left field.
He was thinking about his
back on
childhood.
incest again. What is with it?
He was like, I remember my childhood days when I was fucking my mom, and then Megadeth made that song that made it cool.
You can have a three-way with Spyro and
Spyro is a dragon that's in a video game, you bastard. Like what do you mean you don't know? He's a little purple fucking. My wife has a pop. They have a pop vinyl of Spyro. How do you not know who Spyro is?
I don't know who Spyro is, but I know what wonton soup and E is for the record.
Classic Socrates. God, gotta love him. All right, I have a fun question. Can I ask a question?
absolutely.
Hey, Mileena, I have a question because you're a professional actress, right? You're in the industry. Do you think, just out of curiosity, there's like the uptick in like OnlyFans? Do you think that's like has hurt the industry, or do you think it's personally more helpful for somebody like you? Like, have you been able to utilize it just as much, or I mean, I'd just be curious on your thoughts on that.
Solid question.
Like OnlyFans in general, or you mean like the whole scandal that just happened?
No, not like the scandal, because they already rolled back like what's the scandal that they rolled back? And
yeah, like they were like,
oh,
we're canceling you all, and then 2 days later they're like, no, JK. Like,
no, I guess I just mean like how it kind of gave access to like a lot of people who normally we consider amateurs, right? Amateurs.
Yeah.
Does that hurt the business for you, or is that something that you think is
I'm
more
still
helpful?
technically an amateur. Like, I'm not a porn star.
Got it.
I'm still technically an amateur. Like, I don't work for any company.
And
You know, I own all my content. So for OnlyFans to me is a benefit. The only things is that like when OnlyFans took over, I was like, damn, these girls are sitting at home in bed on a computer screen. Like, I'm online, like on a computer screen, like performing, you know, like I'm entertaining. They're like probably hair up, you know, looking gross as fuck. Like they're just like typing, you know. I'm like putting on a whole show, like sweating, breaking my back, twerking, you know. So I was like, damn, I've been doing it wrong.
Damn.
So,
yeah.
so like OnlyFans, I do have OnlyFans, but I don't enjoy OnlyFans at all.
No, why
like,
is it so bad?
Because they all want me to sit there and type to them all night, and I'm like, I don't have energy to sit here and type. Like, I'm not used to that. Like, I'm used to talking and like
that shit.
chatting. Like, this is so easy, you know. Like, I'm doing for them what I'm doing with you guys. For them, I have to
thought
be
about like getting a you know, get like a professional. So all you do is just sit there and like pretend to type, and then you just have somebody over here actually typing the bullshit out and shit like that.
You want to do it for me? You probably have good
imagination. I could write some hot stuff.
I'll hire you.
I don't know which. What do you do for? Can I rate like? Can I be the guy that rates all the dick pics that comes in? Stuff?
Exactly.
You do dick pic rating? Yep. I would give an honest review. I give honest reviews.
I give honest reviews.
Well, I give it. I give it from a guy pretending to be a hot chick, though. Do you know what I mean? Like I would.
Yeah, for sure. I
I would
understand what
really.
you're
I'd
saying.
bring them all down. I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be
That's
as
what I
nice.
do.
All right, nice.
I think because I have like such a bitchy personality online, I get a lot of like SBH guys, like small dick guys. So like I'm always afraid to like lie and like make a guy feel better than you should. Because I'm like, they're totally in here. Like, you know your dick is small and you know I'm gonna say it's a 3. Like there's no way that you send me this dick pic and like you think I'm gonna tell you it's a 9. Like there's no way. So like I'm always honest and they're like, yes, I know my cock is small. And then they send me like even more money for being honest.
See,
Well,
So like
I think some people are like they like but if you have like as a fellow little dick guy, sometimes you just want to see, you want to be disrespected for your small ass.
No, they do. They do. I have more guys that want to be disrespected than what people tell them.
That's right. You disrespect me. You tell me how small my dick is.
Eric, for the record, I respect your small dick.
Hey, leave it for the ladies, pal. Relax.
I have a story about. I sent a dick pic one time.
Oh God.
One time, sure.
I'm still
One
trying to get out of my mind.
I wouldn't say it's one time. I've done it numerous times, but
And when I saw my phone, I was like, dude, what the fuck is this?
no. And the reaction that I got wasn't really what I expected. It was more like a, oh, okay.
Oh,
Ew.
it's a dick.
And I was like, what do you mean, ew?
Was Eric rating it for
And
you?
I was like, no. I was like, well, what do
It
you
was
mean?
just not. Hey, stop! Don't say so. It was. I gave it a 5.5. Relax. It was good.
She's like,
It was a
no,
solid. It's an all-American cock.
Right, the girl goes, no, the dick is fine. It's just like the face that you're making.
Oh, you sent it with your face? I've never gotten one with a face attached.
Well, I was trying to get all angles, so I had like the above view, and it was like kind of, a little bit of taint in there too. And like, you can imagine the face. I was like, because you're trying to like,
oh, so you got your face?
So, and she's like, you're like, no, the dick's fine, but the face, what the fuck is that? Like, what? And I'm like, oh, well, fuck you, you just call me ugly.
That was. Let me guess. That was in the era before you could crop photos on your phone, wasn't it? Like it was like a flip phone or something.
Yeah, it was a flip
Yeah,
phone. It was definitely a flip phone. Yeah.
You take a picture and you're like, here, it's next to this full-size car, and you like park the Hot Wheels behind in the background, like, ooh. I just wanted to show you scale.
It's like, but the face, it's like, but my dick doesn't have a face. Like, does it look like Freddy Krueger?
Yeah,
like, I don't understand.
Yeah, the dick is fine, but that face you're making, what the fuck? Like, what is going on with your face? Like, I don't know.
Former guest on the show, or guest host that you have frequently from time to time. I'm sorry, this reminded me of it, but friend of the show, Tommy Simbazo, he used to do this bit on Snapchat with us because he did a weekend with Pauly Shore, or the great Pauly Shore. Now, what he would do is send us Snapchats for the whole weekend where he drew a smiley face on his balls, and they just like, hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Pauly Shore, the Beastle. And we spent a 6-hour car ride in the other vehicle just getting, hey, it's me. We're driving down to Virginia. And it was just his balls with a beautiful picture smiley face. It was good. It was a good bit. Pauly Shore should come back. Ask him if he'll do it on the next episode.
One of our friends,
I don't know. That might get us kicked officially, but
one of our good friends, and I think I told this on an episode before, but I'm not sure if Eric and Mileena especially hasn't heard it, is that one of our friends, we were at a strip club one night and a tattoo artist showed up, and he was offering to give out tattoos, and my one friend was like, hey, I want to get a tattoo, and we're like, all right, well, we'll pay for it, but you're going to get what we decide.
that sounds like a bad idea.
So the guy's like, all right, lay down on a pool.
Bargain tattoos, my favorite.
He's like, lay down on a pool table and pull your pants down. He's like, all right. So he lays on the pool table, pulls his pants down. He starts tattooing him on his ass. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking at my friend Bobby. I'm looking at his ass, looking at my friend Bobby, looking at his ass. And I'm like, he's tattooing Bobby's face on his ass. So he tattoos his face on his ass. And then later on in time, he got dice tattooed on his nuts. And then same
like
guy.
Andrew Dice Clay or actual dice?
No, like actual dice.
Oh, okay, got it.
I get it. You blow for good luck.
Yeah,
I get it.
and that's what he said. However, he spent some time in prison. So I would imagine a man going to jail with another man's face on his ass and dice on his
It's not another
balls.
man's face. It's his own face.
No, it was somebody else's
Oh,
face.
somebody else?
Yeah, it was
It was just like some random person.
Yeah, no, it was our friend Bobby. That was what it's. Yeah, so
How did you know it was the Bobby guy's face? Like I feel like this tattoo isn't quality enough to know whose face it is. If it was in a strip club.
he kind of had like this like shit-eating grin, and the guy just did like the shit-eating grin. And I was like, that's totally Bobby.
Oh,
You can still
like
tell.
having a butt chin, like he did the butt chin. So you're like, that's you.
I think it's really funny. Like, imagine like this guy who goes into like the tattoo shop, right? And he goes, you know, I want you to tattoo my whole dick black because black dicks are bigger. And he's like, are you sure about this? And he's like, yeah. And they say he basically does blackface for his dick, right? And just hours and hours of this, right? And he realizes that black is slimming. It's just made his dick look smaller.
It wasn't small. It's just thin.
My brain goes some weird places sometimes, but that's very funny to me.
Where's my dick black? He's freaking out. He's like calling his mom. My dick's black. Oh, my
I think it begs the question: is it racist to do black dick? Like I don't know. I don't know where the like. I know face is wrong, right? You can't do that. But like, if you do, is black dick off the table? I just don't know what the rules of society are. I'm not saying I'm going to do it, but I'm just curious.
Yeah, I'm thinking the porn industry, and maybe it's like a stunt cock. You got like this. They don't necessarily want to use the black guy. It's got a big dong.
Now, here's the question.
He's just not a looker.
Right.
You know?
WrestleMania 6, when Roddy Piper painted half of his body black, did he paint half of his dick black?
I don't know, but he couldn't get that off though.
Maybe he only painted one of his balls black.
Agree.
These are things we need to know now. This is important.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And
But what I'm saying is, like, if it's the black guy,
Mileena
like,
Kane's like, what the hell did I get myself?
we're not
into?
going to use this.
All right.
We're gonna. We got this clean cut white boy. We're going to use
Well,
him.
he's got a
instead
black
of-
dick.
But no, he's got a smaller penis. I'm like, no, stunt cock. Bring the big black cock in, and it's just like, there you go. I mean,
I
no.
don't even understand why they like show guys in porn videos.
Yeah, like
Show
that's
them.
the thing. Like,
I don't know,
Like all my content's like POV content.
Right.
Like that's what I'm known for.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you don't matter.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
yeah.
they don't need to
That's
see
what I
you.
like about POV.
When they do, it's
I don't like to see the dude. I like
Most
to
recently-
imagine.
I think it's so weird in like traditional porn
What's
how
almost-
you see like the guy like sweating and like panting. Like I don't want to see that.
are like these young fuckboy looking guys that are on there, and you're like, what the fuck? Like this dude's like 19, and he's totally has no idea what's going on in life. Like what is
Well,
this?
the new thing, I feel like the new trending thing is like really, really old guys and like really young girls.
Yes.
Yeah.
That seems to be the new trending thing. And you're like, honestly, she probably actually likes that way better than like old school. 'Cause that guy probably only lasts for like 5 minutes and it's probably like half limp the whole time. But
Yeah.
still, I'm just like, I don't want to see him. Like, that's gross.
My work is going to be easy tonight.
Yeah, we want to focus on the booty. I don't want to see some,
Well,
some
it's Ron.
dude,
Well,
you
it's
know.
Ron Jeremy. He's a good looking fella.
Yeah, we're not
Ron Jeremy just is going to jail because he's apparently a really bad guy. He's
And he's
doing-
also a hoarder.
Yeah.
He's also a hoarder.
Yes,
But
exactly.
He's a hoarder.
what we're going to do,
That's the worst thing about him. He's a hoarder.
That's it. That was it. The countless sexual assaults, but he was a hoarder. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a good point.
At least he didn't paint his dick black. I mean, it could always be worse.
We didn't need to. I mean, the guy is pretty hung, but
Well, we're going to do real quick for everybody listening at home on Spotify, iHeart, and wherever you find your podcasts. We're going to take a quick break. For those of you live, we just keep on rolling along.
That was a
Ladies
very
and gentlemen,
quick
welcome back to the Happy Hour podcast. Of course, I'm Ray. Matt's here. Socrates is back. Eric Woodworth joined us during the
Hey.
first half, and we're with our featured guest, Mileena Kane. What we're going to do real quick, so we're going to get into our featured beers of the week. Of course, we're still into, our mixed bags, which, pretty much is all
Hey,
beer
before we
has.
get into this segment, and I'm sorry to cut you off, Ray, because I don't want to get off topic after this, but it's just one real quick question for Mileena. Have you ever thought about this? Throw it back. I'm a big wrestling fan. Okay. Have you ever thought about doing like a doubles with Mileena Kane versus Mileena Undertaker? Okay, I'm just gonna throw that out there. Call yourself the Sisters of Destruction and just go to town on somebody. Only the wrestling dudes in this room get that, and I understand it. And thank you for letting me talk. I'm gonna shut up.
It's funny because with that, like, her name's Mileena Kane, and when I asked about the Mortal Kombat stuff, I was like, "Can you do like a Mileena costume, but with the Kane fire stripes?"
No, she's very clear. She just buys fucking pickup trucks and RVs. She has a fucking life, and she's not a giant nerd like us. I get it.
I actually have no life. I don't own an RV.
Paid attention to nothing.
She likes to unplug, you know. She's gonna unplug.
We're the beer of the week.
Yeah. So our featured beers this week, of course, I'm in diet mode. So Yingling Flight is what I am drinking this week. So shout out to Yingling and their Yingling Flight, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. So
I'm drinking
and
some water.
that,
Still
of
recovering.
course, is
Dead Guy Ale.
Dead Guy Ale, which was sent to us by Rogue Brewing. So shout out to Rogue. Thank you for sending us out some Dead Guy Ale. And
Speaking
now
of the
we are
Undertaker.
finally finishing our shot, our featured shot,
fucking
which
right.
is the worst shit we have ever
after
drank in our
That
lives.
extra shot.
It's after shave.
Dude,
It's not after
it fucking
shot.
tastes the way aftershave smells. It's fucking terrible. It's,
It looks like it should be put on your body as cologne.
yeah, that's
Like
what
it
Yeah.
doesn't look like something you should drink.
it's literally polo.
We might
in
be
a bottle.
drinking.
Wait, I think
Yeah.
we're
This is actually, they haven't told you about that. That's actually that's alcohol made from the expressed glands of the horses on the bottle. It's a high end liqueur.
here. I took more than what you'll have because that's the end of it. So there you
So we're
go.
drinking horse.
What is that? Is that a vodka? Is it a rum?
The gin.
It's a
Oh, it's a gin. Well, gin is not. Listen, gin is either good or it's fucking dog shit. There's no in between.
It's
There's no
dog.
like mid-grade gin at all.
So shout out to Polo Club Gin. I'm so happy to see this go. Next week is Metallica's Black Whiskey.
Hey, there you go.
So
I feel like the people that drink Polo Club gin will never get into an actual Polo Club. Does that make sense?
Stop drinking Metallica's
You know what I mean? Like they're the type of people that might fuck a horse but never ride one. Is that-
so what we're gonna get into our game segment. So
that shit's
oh god damn. So we're gonna start
Dude, I
off with
can just
5
smell
second
it.
rule. So Melina,
Oh my
what we're
God,
gonna
bro.
do? Have you ever played 5 second rule before?
No.
So what we're
I
gonna
only know where you like drop the food and like you can eat it in 5 seconds.
no, and
everybody
know.
thinks that. Yeah.
everybody says that, and it's not like licking
Yeah.
dirt off your feet either.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
don't
it's
have to
not.
worry
It's not
about
licking
Don't
dirt.
do
off-
that. I'm a professional at that.
In the Woodworth house, we call that the 45-second rule.
So what we're gonna do is
I'm glad.
we're gonna say name 3 of a certain category, and you have 5 seconds to name those 3 things. And if you don't get it, it goes to
Don't
each
let
one
it
of
get
us.
to me because I always win.
So pretty much, let me get this little apparatus ready for the
I
timer.
might have to do a test round.
All right.
Test round.
We'll do this one, and then we'll do another one. So
warm
pretty
you up.
much,
We like to warm them
what,
up.
what we want you to name is name 3 places to put a candle starting now.
On a dresser, on a shelf.
Time. So dresser and shelf are out. So now it goes to Eric. Eric, name 3 places to put a candle starting now.
Oh, he's
Yeah, he
can't hear you.
yeah, your
Oh,
voice.
just start me over.
All right.
Bathtub,
All right, so starting
Cheated.
now.
bathtub, shower, my ass, kitchen counter.
You know, that's
Did I do
good.
4? Did I get enough?
I was gonna say, Melina, have you ever thought of twerking with,
With
a
a
lit
candle,
candle on your booty, like right on the top
Or
of the
the
booty?
wax.
No, of course it would fall.
She's like, "What's
No.
Oh, but it's like a little game you play. How much twerk you put into it, and then as it keeps going, you know, if it doesn't fall off, you just see how much long you can keep it
Or
on.
like flip cup. with a
Yeah,
candle.
yes. Have you ever flipped a cup with your ass?
I tried. I suck. I did it like once on accident. You know, like when you're like fucking around, you're like, oh, I can do that. And you do it, but then you're like, okay, let's videotape it. Then I can like never do it again. Never gonna do it again.
Ever had someone play flip cup off of your ass?
No.
No? Oh my God, you gotta do it.
Yeah.
I'll sign up for that one. I'll sign up for your
Yeah.
tonight.
I used to go to the Great Salisbury University. My fucking certificate came on a napkin, but we went there, and there was this one girl we used to call Shelf Booty. She had an amazing talent with her ass that she could stand straight up, and you could set a solo cup on the top of her ass and like use it as a table. It was a pretty amazing feat. So Shelf Booty. Shout out Shelf Booty. I don't remember your name or your weird little T-Rex arms that didn't match the rest of your body, but goddamn, that was you were a special one.
So, are you ready for another round?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. So what you're going to do is you're going to name 3 things that make.
So wait, is there like right answers? Like, is there like answers on the card, or is it just like?
No.
This
Just
is just
you just got to say 3, so you just roll
Okay, wait.
resolve in 5 seconds. So name 3 things that make people sneeze, starting now.
Pollen, dust, a cold.
Got it. All right, cool.
See? You're
So
good.
that's
Nice.
the easy part.
Professional.
So now we're
Professional.
getting to incoherent. So
Easy.
pretty much for incoherent,
Oh man, on
Let me
that
go
burp, I
ahead.
totally tasted all that shot.
and
Ugh,
grab this,
that was gross.
and I'm going to pin us. And pretty much what this is Mileena, I'm going to hold up cards, and they're going to be in drunken lingo. So what you're going to do is you're going to pronounce it out, sound it out the best you can, listen to yourself say it, and you're going to try to figure out what the card says. And if you need,
Okay.
let me know, because there's hints on the back of the card. So can you see that okay?
Bud dish hot. Bud dish hot.
Say it like you're drunk.
Bud dish hot. I don't know.
I want some fish shots.
Do you need a hint?
I think I
Bud dish
got this one.
hot. What do you think it is?
What do you
I think it's. Can I guess what it is?
Yeah.
Is it buddy shots or body shots?
Yes,
Body
Body shots.
Body
That's
shots.
definitely what
The
it is.
hints were belly button and not recommended for people with outies. That's what the hints were. So
Here. All right, hey Mileena, this is the thing that helps me. Say it like in a southern drawl, like when you look at it, like buddy shots,
Body shots.
body shots, like that, and then it'll just kind of come to you.
Body
It's
shots.
fun.
here's another one right here.
I say this all the time.
Body the like. Tie-dye. Wait, I gotta make you large again. How do I make you big again? You're like small on my
Southern draw,
screen
do
now.
it. Southern draw.
I did it. Did it unpin?
His wife has been asking him the same
wait,
question
I see
for
same.
years.
Oh, there we go. I pinned you. Okay. Tie-dye dull hike do fog. What? I don't know that one.
Do you want a hint?
No. I'm not no bitch. I am. Tie-dye dull tattle hike do fog. Okay, hit me. I need a hint.
The first hint is hi pops, like you're saying hi to your dad. Hi pops.
What the?
I have no-
That's
Tattle hike do fog. I feel it's like tattletale or something in the beginning, but I don't know.
okay.
Hike do fog. This one is hard.
I'll give you her a better hint, because you talked about it earlier about how older guys are having sex with younger girls on cam, and
Yeah.
just go from there.
It's the opposite of something else that's very common in the adult industry.
More like DILFs, not MILFs.
Yeah. You want me to
Oh, is it daddy? Is it like
Yeah.
is it like a DILF? Dad, I'd like to fuck.
Yes,
You know
yes,
what?
that's what I'd
Daddy
like to
like
fuck.
to fuck.
That's what it is. All right. So,
Okay. I was getting close.
all right.
I want just
so
too many words on it.
Let's
Yeah.
see. So what about this one?
Pod pro niece.
I do this all the time.
Pod
It's
pro
awesome.
niece. Pod pro niece.
One
I
of the
hate
hints
that I suck at this game.
is chilled chocolate.
Kill
Like
chocolate.
you're chocolate, but you're chill. What kind of chocolate will make you chill? A munchie that gives you the munchies.
Oh, I got it.
Pod
It's a,
pro
Rolls it off.
nice. Pod pro nice. Pod pro
You're
niece.
saying it.
hey, Mileena, you got any of those paw brownies? Paw brownies?
Oh my god, you're so good at this game. I suck at this game. Yeah, I see this as pot brownies now.
Yeah, nice.
But like only because you said it.
It's all that trailer living that Eric's doing.
And then
Right?
My natural white
pronounce
trash is coming through. It just sounds like my mother talking to me. It's great.
All the slurring.
we are adding a new game to the rotation, which is what do you mean? So pretty much I'm going to hold up a card, and Mileena, you create a meme for what the picture is that you see. So that is the picture right there. Sad frog raising a
I
book.
suck at memes even more. These games are so bad for me. This is like even worse than the drunk one.
I mean, just look at his eyes.
No clue.
Sad.
He does look sad.
Yeah.
Why would I want to come up with a meme for this? That's fucked up. I don't even know.
What about you, Eric? You got anything for
Come up with a caption for that one.
Yeah.
This is every happy hour pod listener right there. Just reasons to live. Not really sure.
Mine is when Socrates realizes that the police has found out that there is a prostitute buried in his backyard.
I feel like that'd be a happy day for him. You know, finally he can come clean.
Matt, what about you? You got one? What do you think? Sad frog book reasons to live.
One day I'm going to get out of this trailer park.
All right, and we're going to end it. Have you ever played Cards Against Humanity?
I tried once, yeah. I suck at that one too.
It's okay.
It's the tried.
So here, let me go ahead and
It's okay. We're listen. The important thing, win or lose, is to there's some other saying for that. Just try to do your best.
Participation award.
Yeah.
Yes. You get the participation trophy.
You didn't win, but
So
here's a trophy.
Hey, win or lose, you'll still be richer than anyone on this podcast. That's the thing that you need to.
See, that's my reasons to live. There's the meme right there.
Yes. That's it. That's the meme.
Right.
And what we're going to do is pretty much Eric Woodworth's buddy, Justin Schlegel, mentioned last week we should do Cards Against Humanity a different way. So, Mileena, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a category, and then you have a choice of choosing between the number 1 and 4. And whatever you choose is going to be the fucked up comment that answers this card. So, pretty much, the first card is personal foul.
So it's a lot
Blank.
of pressure.
15-yard penalties, automatic first down. 1 through 4. Now, if you don't like the answer, you also have a chance to redeem yourself and pick a second card, which could answer that the best. So what do you want? Number 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Number 2.
Number 2. So, all right.
Horrible pick. No, I'm just
Personal foul. Getting herpes from Bruce Willis. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. Are you
There's no way Bruce Willis got herpes.
Or would
How
you
dare
like to
you,
choose
sir?
another card?
Let's go with number 4.
You're
The best
gonna go
part
with
about-
number
Bruce
4.
Willis
Okay.
is legendary.
All
the
right.
best part is if you got herpes from Bruce Willis, at least you die hard.
Number 4. Personal foul.
See, Eric,
Sewing 2 hamsters together to make a double hamster supreme. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
I feel like the first one was better.
No, I like the Bruce
That-
Willis.
The second one is fucked up.
herpes from Bruce Willis.
All right, so now we're going to do another one.
Right,
This
before we
one-
get to the next
Hmm.
one, wait for a minute.
Yeah.
I'd like to state for legal reasons, despite the opinions of Mr. Chase, there is no evidence that there is a hooker buried in my backyard.
He heard me out.
Heard it.
So the second one is
Can't
When
confirm
I
or deny.
pooped-
Right.
what came out of my butt? Option 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Number 1.
Number 1.
What the fuck?
Wait a minute.
When I pooped, what came out of my butt? My son's husband's huge cock. That is number 1. Now, are you satisfied with that answer, or
We
would
can
you
make
like to
that.
draw another one from the deck?
I want to draw another one.
All right, what number
Yeah.
would you want?
Number 3.
Number 3. All right. So number 3 is when I pooped, what came out of my butt? Curly fries so good, you quit ISIS.
What?
So now you have the 2 cards. Which one
It
do
would
you
be.
best
The last
answer?
one.
That. The last
I
one.
will be. It is funny that maybe Arby's is stopping people from being in ISIS. Like that's creative. That's pretty good. Like I was like, I wanted to commit jihad, but damn seasoned Carlies. I can't leave this world.
Hey, 9/11 joke.
Whoa, on the eve. Gosh.
Easy there.
Speaking of which, with 9/11 being tomorrow, our good friend that we met at Bubba's show, Sgt Push Up, tomorrow he will be doing 2,997 push-ups in remembrance of the victims that died during the 9/11 terrorist attacks.
Wow,
So
like,
make sure you check him out. He
that's
may
like
be
three
airing
more
it.
than I can do.
He may be, doing it live on Facebook. It is going to start at 9:11 a.m.
There you go.
So Sgt Push Up, we met him during Bubba's celebrity basketball game.
Your buddy Terrell Owens
yeah,
was there too.
yeah. Terrell Owens is a whole different story, which I cannot discuss on air.
We were
But yeah, so make sure you
sworn
check that out. Find
silence.
Sgt Push Up, and he will be doing the amount of push-ups and the amount of victims that were lost during the 9/11 terror attacks tomorrow for charity for the 9/11 Remembrance Fund. So
I just want to make a bold statement before, because I'm still alive, but I don't have a living will. I should probably get that figured out. But I just want to make it clear. When I die, I don't want anybody to do physical activity in my remembrance. Like I want to take a strong stance on not to live the way I lived. That's how I want.
I don't know.
That's how I want to be remembered, guys.
So living in a white trailer park trash neighborhood.
Yeah, recording in a bathroom, eating hot dogs every day. That's the best way to remember Eric Woodworth.
I'm already doing that now. So.
yeah, and of course we're starting to run short on time. Mileena, where can everybody find you? Where social media, of course, Cam Soda. Where can everybody find you and all of your content?
If you go to MilenaKane.com, it has all my links. Always, MilenaKane.com has all my links.
There you go.
And tomorrow
Make it
you're
easy.
going to see the link that says "Flip Cup" off of Mileena Kane's ass, and it's going to be people flipping cups off of Mileena Kane's ass, the new version of Flip Cup.
Look, you got to make that happen. I'm telling you, I would be subscribing day one. That's a day one download.
And how much is your OnlyFans?
I have two OnlyFans. So one's like $15 a month and one's $50 a month.
Oh, okay. Well, what is the one that's $50 a month? Is that like Mileena Kane's ass? Like it's just all it is it's just videos of just.
That's the one where
totally.
That's the one where she like shares her world views on Afghanistan and stuff like that. Real hot takes. That's what she does on the $50 one. So get on there to find out. Because hey, do you want to find out what she thinks about the Biden administration? Pay your $50. Okay, get in there, ground level. Subscribe today.
That's the real shit.
It's just her ass. She thinks they're ass. But that was pretty interesting. Now I want to ask a question though. Do stars that like yourself, do you have like insurance? This is kind of personal. Do you have like insurance on your ass? Like a medical
I actually heard like celebrities doing stuff like that. But no, I don't.
You don't.
So there is such a thing as ass insurance. That's what you're saying.
Ass insurance is real.
Yeah, I've heard about like celebrities insuring like crazy stuff like that, but like like my ass is real, so I didn't pay for it. So I guess like if I got a new one, I'd just be free money.
You're like, look, I make enough money off of Cam Soda and OnlyFans that if anything happens to my ass, I can just buy a new ass. I don't have a trailer home sitting down in the front of my house for like the last 12 years, so I can buy a new ass if I need.
The money I was gonna spend on an RV, I'll just have to save now.
Now, how about this? Coming up on OnlyFans, what if you start camming from inside of an RV? Like you go to Eric's house and you
I have though. Remember I have.
Yeah, well, no, you go to Eric's house and you go to the RV that he's had sitting
like a horrible idea.
23 years.
A broken down,
rusty like vining capsule.
How many tetanus shots is what you're saying?
Stop reading her diary to the world. Okay, relax.
And
these are personal thoughts that she has, and you're just sharing them out here. This is a little bit much. Okay.
And what it is you don't even twerk. Like you turn on the cam and you just give yourself a Technic shot because of how rusted that RV is that's just sitting in front of his house.
So he has a house. He just has an extra RV for like an ornament.
He has an RV that has a tunnel that leads to another RV. It's like a series of RVs that are just blow towards
a double wide.
He just welds fucking trailers together.
It's yeah. I've made my own fucking train set outside to attract the autistic kids in the neighborhood.
It's like the human centipede.
Yeah,
fucking
I was about to say that.
trailers.
It's like the human centipede, but with trailers. And it's
Yes, that's
We had a trailer in our backyard, and we lived in Dundalk.
well, I mean,
That's like peak white.
yeah,
trash
that's
there,
peak
too.
white
Yeah,
trash,
yeah.
Dundalk. I mean, I'm a Dundalk boy. I have a trailer in my backyard, but I
It's
mean,
first
Jesus
class
Christ.
Dundalk. What are you talking about?
Yeah, first class Dundalk. And of course, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get ready to wrap up. Of course, we will not have a live episode next week. I am on vacation, and this machine does not run if I am not here. So next week we will be taking a break. We will be back the following Wednesday, though. Our featured guest is adult film star Elena Evans. She will be joining us Tuesday, September 21st, live on Facebook. And it will be airing that actual next Sunday following that. And then, of course, we have adult film star Corey Chase coming up. And then good friend of Eric Woodworth, Ashley Pontius, who's a local comedian. She will also be joining us October 1st to kick off our...
oh yeah, Ashley rules. Yeah, fuck yeah.
It's still pending on Terrell Owens.
Yes. Date's still pending on TO. And Mileena, thank you for joining us. We're going to go ahead and end our live feed. Would you be able to just hang out for a few seconds once we're done? Awesome.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on the Happy Hour podcast. Of course, we will see you guys next week right here, wherever you find all of your podcasts, and right here on Facebook Live.